modern intellectual cocktail party. It's about things like politics. Is this good for the country or what? The economy. All too much. This is just all too much. A bunch of things that I think I know about, but I really don't know about. Hey guys! We're here at my cocktail party. You know what this is? It's a modern intellectual cocktail party.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'm the instigator, Humberto. This is Louis, Viviana, Teddy, and Matt. And do you know what I want to talk about? Not about gossip or celebrities. I want to talk about the healthcare issue. Because I think Obama scored a big political victory. Is this good for the country or what?
Yes.
It's a disaster.
Oh gosh.
It's a step in the right direction.
No, let me hear how it's a disaster.
Yeah, we want to hear how it's a
Real
disaster.
simple. We can't afford it. Where are we gonna get the
Could
money?
we afford the war in Iraq?
I'm not gonna debate with that. I think the war in Iraq was a mistake as well. So you got me
something.
there.
This is something I want to know. When you say statements like "we can't afford it," do you just disregard the fact that it's an ultimately cost-saving measure and deficit reducing?
Thank you.
Or do
Yeah, but
you
that's
just-
according to the CBO, and the CBO has been wrong on everything they've ever
Correct.
estimated. And, you know,
CBO has not been wrong on everything that
Can we
they've ever
afford to
estimated.
not
No,
have
let's
any
not
plan at all?
generalize.
Can
They've
we afford
also
that?
underestimated the savings from a numerous amount of healthcare initiatives.
Alan
over the years.
Greenspan, the Fed chairman, was just on talking about how if they
And
screw
let's
up,
go and take Alan Greenspan's word for anything.
First of all, no one needs healthcare more than Alan Greenspan.
Exactly. Or any of the people that are protesting
Yeah,
healthcare
right.
anyway. Have you seen these people? They're like old, white, fat, and fucking dude. They don't even hands off my Medicare. See, one thing I hate about the whole. I understand that we can't afford it. I get it. But there's a lot of things that we couldn't afford that we printed up money, the monopoly money, to pay for, like the war in Iraq. Oh, because they, you know what, the terrorists and shit. Well, what if I have cancer? You know, a cancer will kill me worse than a terrorist.
Humberto, let me stop
But,
you for a
okay,
second. Wait,
again,
let me
but
stop
why
you.
is that my problem?
This
That
is
you
really
have
important.
cancer, that you
Everybody
should solve-
needs to really calm down. This healthcare reform does not take an effect until 5 years, and I don't want
There's
anyone
something-
to
no,
have
there's
an
something
We're
we're
paying
gonna
taxes
now.
for it immediately, though.
Really?
Yeah.
We are?
Yeah.
How?
It's just what I heard on the news, bro.
Hey, on
No,
what? On
no,
Fox
hold on a
News?
second.
On
Hold on a
CNN
second.
as well.
Well,
Hold
it
on a
must be
second.
true.
No, hold on. That is the most irresponsible fucking declaration of any fact I've ever. That's what I heard on the news, bro. That's the same shit that fucking urologist said down in Florida who denied Obama patients said when they started questioning about why he was denying them, and they got into him, and he was like, "Well, that's just what I heard on the news." You can't pull that shit when you speak out of sheer ignorance like that. It doesn't work anymore. That's part of the problem that we have in this country is assholes go around saying things that are grossly inaccurate.
no,
and then
You know what?
fall
I
back
think it's
No
on.
one's an
asshole to
asshole.
make somebody
People
pay for
are
something
assholes.
that
I'm
they
not
might
saying
not
that.
want to pay
Let
for.
me get the voice of reason on the right to get in here. Go ahead, man. Why
no, I
do you
agree
think
from a libertarian perspective. I really don't think it should be my responsibility to pay for other people's problems. I mean, I really
I
don't,
agree
especially
more,
because I
100%.
eat really, really healthy. I'm very responsible. We have a bunch of people in this country who smoke, who are fat, who don't care what they eat, and so I'm going to be basically have my money stolen from to pay for other people's procedures.
Amen.
Well, wait. What do you think about police protection and military
Wait,
protection?
don't
So are you
start-
telling me that?
Don't change the subject.
No,
yet,
I'm not.
because
But what I'm
I
trying to say is that are you saying that you believe in the police because we pay taxes to have the police protect us against criminals?
That's constitutionally allowed. I mean,
What
so-
if we get taxed so that we can pool the risk and have the government help us out with things like being attacked by cancer?
I don't think that's that's not allowed in the Constitution.
Exactly.
The
Where does the
Matt-
Constitution
Matt
say
said
you have to
something.
do
The
that?
Constitution is a living government.
Matt
It's a
said
living
No,
something
it's,
government.
no,
really,
that's
really
not.
important.
That's not
That's a
something that's true. That's not what the
That's a
founders necessarily
libertarian
wrote.
perspective because he is in favor of less government.
Right.
He has a more individual aspect. That is why we have such a discourse in this country about healthcare reform, because this country goes from being collectivistic to individualistic, and I think as a society we need to be a little bit more collectivistic,
Right.
to care about our neighbor, to care about the guy down the street, whether or not he's eating hamburgers or not, because it in turn is actually going to affect us.
Why reward bad behavior?
Because we're
Why
not living
pay-
on the frontier.
Why
We're
should
not
I-
on the frontier.
You know
We're
what?
fucking
Why
on
should
the-
I have to pay for someone that's got diabetes
Because
because
let me-
they're fat and because they live a sedentary lifestyle and they
Because-
chose to live that way?
because we
Now
live-
I gotta pick up the bill.
Not
No.
what you are paying for.
Tell me
What
what
you're
you're
paying for is everyone in this country's ability to live a life and not have to worry about going from paycheck to paycheck and all of a sudden becoming sick
Thank
and being
you.
stranded with hundreds and thousands of dollars in medical
Yes.
bills. People like you, your mother, your grandmother, your cousin, your
My
friend,
family's
your
all
neighbor.
got.
By
My
the way,
family's all
you know,
got issues.
Good for them.
Hey, listen. Good for them. Are they going to keep insurance for their entire life? Because that's the point that you're missing. The whole reform is because you don't have the guarantee of always having insurance. because you don't have the comfort of saying, well, I'm going to have this job forever and I'm going to have this safety net of this insurance. Because if you get fired because our insurance system is employer-based, then what's going to happen to you?
Everybody's got to die.
Okay,
Let's let the girl chime in.
The
Go ahead.
purpose of Social Security when it came into effect was to do just that. To
And
share
that's bankrupt.
to share the risk.
No,
it's
it's
not
not.
yet. To share the risk.
No, it is officially.
Is there money
It's
for us,
officially
bro?
in the red this year.
Are you guys gonna let anybody
Yeah,
else
wait,
talk? Are you
let-
gonna let
let-
anybody
let-
else talk? The purpose was to spread the risk of living in a capitalistic society has risk. We are
Right.
an advanced society.
The free market will sell her grandmother for $5 on the street
Well,
if they let us. That's why you can't be completely
Without
There's
risk,
a lot
there-
of-
without
there's
risk,
a
there
lot
can't be
of-
opportunity,
But there's a
so-
lot of risk. So without risk, there's not opportunity. So when you live in a society where the risk
balance.
is shared,
Right.
But
then
listen,
that means
before-
everybody
But
can
it
do
is
it.
shared.
You're demanding it on everybody to do
No,
it.
see that's the thing.
Well,
Why is it so
in an
black
ideal
and white?
world.
Why is it so black and white? Why isn't it a balance? Why
He's
isn't it?
right,
Let's
no.
find out how to use the government as an instrument for the people, but find the limits and find the parameters and say, let's not go so far. Because you know
Right.
what?
I think we
Complete
can
free
do it
market
without
economics will
communism.
sell your fucking grandmother on the street the moment that she's worth $5. Okay? We need protection. We need
I believe that
regulations,
is
bro.
worth more than
I don't
that.
want the fucking state to own my house or to fucking subsidize HD TVs, but fucking healthcare?